Guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a great day. We have made it to the weekend. So, thanks to everybody. Thanks to all my members, subs. Thanks. We're growing. Trying to get to 25,000 by the end of the year. I'm at 24,100 something. I don't know. I'm trying to get to 25,000. So, would love to have you as a sub. And, let's just get right into it. So, my last video, which if you didn't see it, if you're kind of new, and by the way, welcome if you're new, I'll link my last video at the end of this video so you can watch it. But in my last video, I was talking about rose blight and all that stuff, and there's not much out there in the way of information just because police are not releasing anything. Police are not being transparent. Rose's ex-husband, Chris, he's kind of being transparent, but again, not. I don't think the guy's going to do any interviews with any YouTubers. I did see that in a comment. But he is responding to other comments on the video. And one comment that he did make is that Grandus was apparently a couple blocks away from Rose. So I thought that was interesting. Given all the information that I've got, I have to say I don't think Candace, I'm 90% sure Candace don't have anything to do with Rose's disappearance, okay? Grandus, on the other hand, is a different story just because of what Chris Larson said. Chris said that Grandus was in the vicinity of Rose when all this went down. So that still leaves Grandus under the microscope. And Chris, thank you for that comment. Appreciate it. So I still had some questions. But before I do get into that, I found an interesting news article, and it does like an audio to the news article. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to that right now, let y'all hear that, and let's just take a listen to it.
Husband of missing St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, woman files for divorce. The husband of Rosemarie Bly, a St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, mother of two who has been missing for 3 weeks, has filed for divorce. Christopher Larson filed the petition for divorce Thursday in Polk County Circuit Court. His attorney, Adam Benson, said that while Larson is still concerned about his wife's safety, he also fears she could come home at some point and take the couple's 2 children. Basically, we just want an order from the court in place that would protect the children if she comes back, said Benson, who added that, as far as he knew, Bly has not had any contact with her husband since her disappearance. Polk County Sheriff Tim Moore said Bly's whereabouts and the reasons for her disappearance are unknown. Larson, 27, is not a suspect in his wife's disappearance, according to police. Investigators gave him a polygraph test 2 weeks ago, and the results confirmed to them that Larson was being truthful, Moore said. Shortly after the polygraph, Larson told investigators about his intention to file for divorce. Larson had previously filed for divorce in June, but the petition was later withdrawn. He could not be reached for comment Friday. There have been few leads in the case since Bly, 21, went missing August 21st. She left her home in rural St. Croix Falls that night to meet with a cousin in Cushing, Wisconsin, but never arrived, her husband told police. 5 days later, Bly's car was found in Grantsburg, Wisconsin, about 30 miles north of St. Croix Falls. The keys were missing, and the car did not appear to be damaged, officials said. Investigators searched the area but obtained no new leads. Andy Rathbun can be reached at 651-228-2121.
All right, so there you go, guys. You may have had to turn your audio up to hear that, by the way. So, why did Chris Larson file for divorce soon after Rose went missing. Like, they went through this the first time, but I think Rose talked him back into staying with him. You know what I mean? That you know, that's just, you know, that's rumor. But the fact is, he did file for divorce after Rose went missing. Now, that is fact. Now, why? Why is that? Well, in my opinion, I think it was done with her. I think Chris was done with Rose. I think Chris knew that Rose came from a very dysfunctional family. And you got to admit, Grandus ain't like known for creating, you know, decent offspring. And then on top of that, Rose had to deal with being a product of her environment under Grandus. So not only do you have the, you know, the genetic issues that Rose had to deal with from, you know, from Grandus and, you know, whoever else was, you know, whoever their dad was. But especially, I don't know who Rose's dad was, but I do know Grandus. And I'm thinking, you know, there's some genetic stuff going on there. You know what I mean, guys? So not only did Rose have to deal with that, but then on top of that, she had to become a product of her environment, being raised by Grandus. And we don't have to look too far to see how Rose probably would have turned out. And it sounds like she was kind of headed down that trail anyway, down that path. It kind of sounds like she was headed down that path. Anyway, so we don't have to look too far to see how Rose probably would have turned out. All we got to do is look at Candace. Right? That's all we got to do. Now, Chris made another comment, okay? And I thought this was interesting. That's why I would love to interview him. You know, he said he's not interested in doing any interviews with. Now, here's the thing, guys. He says, I'm not interested in doing any interviews with any YouTubers, yada, yada. But at the same time, he leaves these, you know, snarky comments about getting your facts straight, you know, quit spreading rumors, quit speculating. Well, dude, we could really clear the air if you do an interview. And I don't give two shits if it's with me, Chris McDonough, Bullhorn Betty, the Cookie Monster, Big Bird, Count Dracula. Give two shits who it's with. But you can't get on here and fuss at people for speculating when you have the answers and the facts, but yet you refuse to come on here and be transparent about it. That's on you, dude. That's on you. So, but anyway, Chris said, let me know if y'all like that little speech to him. Chris commented and said Rose called CPS on Candace long before Rose went missing. So that answered one of my questions, because I was questioning, you know, did Rose go missing because, you know, her and Candace had this beef going on and she called CPS on Candace. But Chris kind of cleared that up, because he said Rose called CPS on Candace way before Rose went missing. So, and with him making a statement that Grandus was in the area when she went missing, that, you know, now I'm kind of, yeah, that circle's getting a little bit smaller. It's getting a little bit smaller. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I hope it was informative. And again, I wanted to bring this news article to you, the audio of it, and it speaks for itself. It's not coming from me. It's coming from a news source. So you can't blame it on me. And again, you know, Chris, if you want to clear things up, dude, you've got all the answers. You've got the facts. You know, if you want to clear things up, interview with somebody. We're not going to be rude to you. We're not going to be jackasses. I mean, a lot of these people, I've done one interview. I've done one interview since I've been on YouTube, and that was with a man called Jackie Dobbs. And I thought I'd done pretty good. And I treat you the same way I treated him. You know, just a, you know, nonchalant, casual conversation. And, you know, basically just me letting you have the, you know, have the helm and taking control and just, you know, saying what you want to say and clearing the air. That's what I've done with Jackie Dobbs. And I think I've done good. I think a lot of people thought I'd done good with that interview. Now, did I ask all the questions that should have been asked? Nobody's going to do that, okay? Nobody's going to do that. There's always, when you get done with an interview, well, crap, I should have asked him this. But in the overall scheme of things, I thought I'd done pretty good. So, now, Chris, if you want to, you know, I'll do the same thing with you. Basically, just, and you know, it don't even have to be on you know, like, we don't have to show your face or nothing. Me and Jackie Dobbs, when we done his, it was over the phone. It was over the phone, and it turned out really good. So again, you know, the ball's in your court. If you want to stop the speculation, stop the rumors, stop the BS, again, you hold all the facts, you hold all the answers, and you could put a stop to it. So anyway, let me know if you'd like to do one with me. Like I said, I don't care who it's with. I don't care if it's with me, whoever. It would be, I would say it would be very nice to hear your side of things, you know what I mean? And to clear the air. That way we all know. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you for watching. And again, if you hadn't subbed up, I'm trying to get to 25,000 by the end of the year. Would love to have you as a sub. And I'll see you guys on the next video.